Hello, hello, hello! My name is Chantsy and welcome to my video. If you guys are new, welcome, welcome. If you're coming back for more, thank you so much. In today's video, we are going full on glam. We are going glam with Revlon. They sent me a couple amazing products, as you will see in the video. I'm so excited about it. They are way more affordable than your high-end pro makeup, but they have pro qualities to them. Notably, this lipstick and the foundation were two super duper amazing products that I was like blown away by just the quality of them. If you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Y'all ready for this? For primer today, I'll be using the Jouviance Restorative Skin Glow FX. Just a little bit to prep my skin. I am going for a more glam look tonight, so I will be using primer on my skin and also on my eyelids. For foundation, I'll be using the Revlon 24-Hour Foundation. This color is number 240 and it's medium beige. So just a couple dabs. And I'm using a damp beauty blender. I feel like Nikki's tutorials, you know how she goes like blank canvas after her foundation? So this has really good coverage, a lot more than my daily wear. And because I'm going out tonight, I just wanted to go a little bit extra. So this Revlon foundation is good for normal to dry skin, and it has like a satin finish to it. It's definitely not glowy or dewy, and that's usually like the finishes that I'm used to. But I received a couple Revlon products and I'm just putting them to the test. So I was planning on using a concealer with this foundation, but to be honest, I don't think I need it. I think my skin is perfectly covered. There is no color here. It is all one flat surface. But I use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is like a very powerful concealer, so I'm gonna skip that and just go with foundation only. Next, I'm going to warm my face up with the Mercier Soleil bronzer, and then I'll use my favorite MAC brush. I will list all the products and tools in the description box. Okay, that warmed the face up really nicely, gave it a little bit of definition and dimension. You really lose everything when you use that much foundation. Holy mama. I don't usually go full foundation like that. I will keep my eyebrows pretty tame because I do want to go in with a dark eye. And so I usually just keep the eyebrows to a minimum. I look dead without anything on my lips. I can't even pull off the nude thing. It's so weird. Anyone else? Is it just me? Okay, I'm like nervous to start my eyeshadow. Jeez. I'll be using some old MAC eyeshadow palettes that I have here, and I really want to go in with the black. Let's see how this turns out. I'm nervous. Nervous. I will definitely be priming my lids. I'm still using this little guy from Too Faced. It's called Shadow Insurance. I might invest in the full-size one at the Sephora sale. Haven't decided yet, but it's in my cart. I like the stuff, but I don't like that it's splitting, and I'm not sure if it's because I have it in a weird tube. Like normally you'd probably be able to shake it if it was like in an actual container or whatever. The light is gonna be all over the place in this video, but it shall not stop us from creating magic. I'm totally procrastinating. I'm scared. So I'm gonna start with just a blending brush, and I'm gonna do a light transition shade. So I'm gonna go with this taupe color here, the light one. This is so bizarre. This eye is coming out darker than this eye. And this eye was coming out like shimmery Maybe there was some extra product on the brush. Well, good thing this is just a transition color, right? We will blend it later. I'm looking for like a dense brush because I want to pack on the black color. Okay, so I'm diving right into the black. And I'm gonna pack it on the lid. The gala dress code tonight is like black tie, but I don't do black tie. It's not my thing. Like, I hate wearing ball gowns. You will never see me in a ball gown. I like a cocktail dress. I just find it's not flattering. I think my wedding dress is the closest thing I wore to a ball gown my whole life. I'm just packing it on. I want it to be really dark on the lid, and then we're gonna blend out. This is like the Kardashian look. I should find out what black eyeshadow they use, because man, that pigment though. Now I want to blend out the see where it's kind of like messy, where the transition color was? I'm gonna take, I'm gonna start slow. So I'll go with this darker taupe. So when you use more natural tones, it's actually like a cheater way of blending out shadow. So if you're gonna go black like that, by using like a taupe, it's like you're using like a cheater color, right? And then it like melts into your skin because it's like a taupe is closer to a skin color than something like black. Now I'm using that lighter taupe again just to lift it up. Whoop, a little fallout. A lot of fallout. 1 second, please. Okay, now that your eyeshadow is on your lid, I want to really, really work hard at blending this properly. So I have nothing on this one, strictly for blending. Black Smokey Eye is literally my favorite look, and anytime I get my makeup done by a professional makeup artist, I always ask for a black Smokey Eye. Now I'm just taking a really light pale color like the first one here, and I want to use it under the brow bone just to lighten it up a little bit. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could clean up your brows with like concealer as well, but I don't want that look. I don't want like a crisp look. I just want it to be a little bit more blended in. All right, now let's do the bottom lash line. This is my favorite smudging brush from NYX. It's really soft, and it's soft enough for the under eye. It's actually the reason why I got it is for the under eye. So I'm gonna dip it in the black. Wish me luck. Now that I'm done lining the bottom of my eyes, I want to blend it out a little bit, but I'm going to dip into some of the burgundy from this palette to soften it out. I want to keep the precision there, so I'm using like, it's actually like a packing brush, but it will keep everything confined, because if I use a fluffy brush, it's going to come down a little bit too far. This is a little bit stiff for the lower lash line, but it will do the trick. I also like the look of keeping it warmer on the bottom lash line. I don't know if you can see that effect. It just looks softer and prettier. And to warm it all up, I'm gonna add a little bit of that burgundy from the palette too. I think it'll tie it in nicely. Ooh, you can see the reflection of the black and the burgundy. That looks really cool. And the trick here again, guys, is really just to blend. And I'll admit I'm not the best at it, but you can't be lazy and you have to have a really light hand, which are two things I'm working on. Just give yourself time to do these kinds of looks. And if you want to, you can grab your beauty blender and just use it as like an eraser or just to help you blend it all back in together. Next, I'm going in with this Revlon cream eyeshadow, and I'll use it as a highlighter. So I'll do my inner corner and maybe I'll bring it up a little bit, but it is creamy, so you have to be careful how you use it. I'll grab this tiny little brush. It's like a silicone brush. And again, I want that precision. So I'll go in here. Yeah, that's working exactly the way I want it to. And I'm almost doing like a cut crease type application, which means I'm keeping it straight here. And I'm gonna follow the crease of my eye and then just softly blend it out. And that's the other reason why you want that dark shadow up top, so you really see the separation. Ooh, that looks cool. I'm just gonna go back in with the dark black and correct a little bit of that cream shadow because I didn't want it to go out so much. I always find that you need your eyeshadow to sort of melt and warm on your face, and like give it about an hour and it looks totally different. I just find like when you're doing it fresh, it's like the powder is not settled in yet, and then like later on I'll go back in the mirror and I'm like, okay, wow, like it's all blended in. It looks so good. Excuse the sun while it comes out for 3 seconds and ruins my video. I'm just using one of the frosty shades up top here for my brow bone. And I didn't want like a stark white frost, like this one's kind of like a champagne. It's just a little bit, it like blends in a little nicer. Put a little bit of that here in the inner eye. Because this is a gala, I just want to like wow the look a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with this Pixie, it's like a creamy sparkle, creamy glitter, eyeshadow glitter. And I'm gonna intensify the other cream shadow a little bit more and just deposit, ooh, some sparkles, just like that. I don't want too much, but I just wanted it to be a little bit more intense. Yes, exactly. So these little what is it, glow lights or fairy lights? Fairy lights. They come in different colors too, so these are super fun. Now for mascara, go get a snack because this is gonna take a while. For mascara, this is the NARS Climax, the best mascara. I just absolutely love this. It definitely gives like volume, it gives lift, thickness. It's definitely a glam mascara. Are you guys catching that little red hue that's underneath? I love it. Love how this turned out. I was so nervous. It's like procrastinating. Didn't want to start. I think this look would be killer with some false lashes, but I don't wear them. They like really irritate my eyes and then they get all red and it's not a good look. And then the sun comes out. I'm like, hi, can you just come and stay while I'm done recording? Thank you. Okay, so I want to add a little bit of warmth to my face because right now I still feel like I'm a little bit dead. Even though I warmed it up with the bronzer, I'm going to add a little bit of blush. For that, I'll be using the Wet n Wild blush. I don't know why I can't find the color on here, but I'll link it in the description below because I also use this in another video. Can't find the color on here. There's like 4 of them anyway, so just get all of them. They're amazing. They have tons of pigment and they're only a couple dollars. I bought mine at Walmart. Oh, there you go. A little color never killed anybody, did it? Okay, now I'm gonna buff it out even more because it's just a smidgen too intense. Sorry, I had to change my battery this time. I had to change the memory card. Wow, I am not ready for this. Not ready for this. Okay, where was I again? What was I doing? Blush. Oh yeah, highlighter. For highlighter today, I'm using the Revlon highlighting stick. It's called Insta-Fix highlighting stick. And usually I don't like to mix. This one's quite dry. Like I wouldn't mix it if it was too creamy. And then I just blend it with my finger. It sort of has like a powdery finish. Tip of my nose. Okay, this is the best part of the PR package I got from Revlon. It's their lipstick. Oh my god. It's like orange beautiful. And this color is called 53 Soleil. It's Soleil. But it's broken, so bear with me here. This lipstick is so creamy and the color is intense. The pigments are amazing. I hope it lasts all night. There you go guys, there's the finished look. What do you guys think? I just put my hair in a bun. And I know these look really super duper curly, but they'll come down for when I'm ready to go out. Like they'll come down like that. It'll look a lot less like ding. So what do you guys think about my glam makeup look for a gala tonight? I'll let you guys know how it wears. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your favorite part of the video was. And if you want to support my channel, please give this video a big thumbs up. Again, you can write any comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and keep watching more videos down here.